So today I am at the park with my cousin, Marissa.
Hello.
And we are going to be talking about dating in our 20s. And I'm 24, she's 24. She's about to turn 25. But we're just going to talk about dating in our 20s and the things that we wish we would have known when we were like in our early 20s, moving into adulthood, you know, stuff like that. And you may see us drinking a little bit of wine, you know, we're going to pretend it's Kool-Aid.
It is. Keeping it PG-13.
So, Marissa, you want to start us off?
Well, dating in my 20s, I'm dating kind of a lot. But also, I've been in a long relationship in my 20s also, 3 years into my 20s. And I kind of feel like I wasted that time. Like, when I could have just been out here having fun with my friends, I was trying to play house.
Right.
At 21, like, why am I playing house? I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm doing laundry, when I should be out mingling, dating, not
Right.
just locked down, you know. And then it's good in the beginning of the lockdown, you know. They doing everything to get you.
Right.
They get you, and that's it. Like, they don't put in that same effort. There's no more date nights. It just becomes so routine, and do not stay in routine relationships because they get nowhere. Like, that's for old married people. In your 20s, like, it's supposed to be fun, travel, do things. Date nights should be frequent, not just because we had an argument, you feel like you owe me a date now.
Right.
Like, it's tiring. And then coming back into the single life, it's new. Because you talk to somebody and they think you're just supposed to sleep with them. Like, and what more do you have to offer? Why should I sleep with you? Why should I give you my body? Like, what makes you want? Why should I just have to sleep with you? What are you doing for me to sleep with you as a woman?
Right.
Like, you know, some people, you know, it's just certain things, tea for time.
Right.
Like,
and I think also, like, not that this may affect anything, but like, you also have a son, you know? So it's like, you're not comfortable just bringing anybody around your kids, you know. So I feel like you date a little bit more intentionally. Like, not necessarily, you can still date and like get to know different types of people, but I could tell that you're not bringing everybody around your kids.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's why, like, we need to date. I need to see if maybe you are a potential candidate to be around my son. That's not the first thought, because I want to know you for me first, and we are a package deal, but in the beginning it's me, you know. And if you're ready for that, you know, we'll get into that. But if not, you know, let's have fun, let's do things, let's go out, let's go to museums, parks, stuff like this. And like, people, they're so against it. People think dating is coming through and chilling, smoking and drinking. Like,
that's not, and then, like, everybody don't smoke, everybody don't drink. People don't just want to do that. Like, Netflix and chill, there's nothing wrong with Netflix and chilling with your boyfriend, I feel like. Exactly. But, like, it's too many times that guys want to invite you over to their house as, like, a first date. And it's like,
that's not a date.
That's not a date. Like, I'm not going to lie, though. There has been this thing going around where people be like, oh, people just want to date for free food. Like, girls be like, he taking me out for free food, so I'ma go. You know, but that's not every woman. Like, I don't know.
A plus. It's a plus. But if we're in this, like, it's 50-50. You know, it doesn't have to just be you contributing. You know, if we're really serious into this, we're gonna, you pay for one date, I'll pay for one date. You know, it's not just all about the male paying for it. I don't believe in that. But in the same sense, you're pursuing me, especially if you pursue me first. Gain my interest.
Exactly.
Like,
gain your interest first.
Yeah, smoking and drinking and just chilling with you is not interest. I could do that. I'm doing that with you. Like, how is that bettering our relationship?
They be like, come over, let's smoke hookah and chill. Like, no, nobody wanna. Like, I like smoking hookah, but I'm not just trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm like,
cause me and my homegirl.
Right, me and my homegirl. Like,
we can do that.
Like, that's serious. Like, I don't, like, you know. And then also, I feel like guys are always, you know, like with that whole, oh, I just wanted a free meal. You know, guys be like, they uncomfortable taking women out because they just wanted a free meal. That talks to, like, you need to know who you're dating. You know what I mean? Like, you just can't Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like 9 times out of 10 a man is approaching me asking to get to know me.
Same.
Like, you know, so it's kind of like, if you really want to get to know me, you know, say that and mean that. Don't.
It doesn't even just have to be a free meal. If you feel that way, let's take a stroll in the park.
Exactly.
Let's, you know, we could chop it up on the phone, and then you see what type of person I am, and you feel like I'm worthy of a meal, because I have to feel like you're worthy of my time.
Exactly.
In the same sense, you know, I'm booked and busy, and if I'm making time for you, I see something in you.
Exactly. No, I agree. And I just, you know, I've been thinking, because I've been in a relationship. So, like, in my early 20s, I was in a relationship, and then a 2-year relationship. And then now I'm also in a relationship. So, I'm not going to lie. Like, I haven't really experienced being, like, totally single in my 20s for long. But in the amount of time that I did experience being single, I'm not going to lie. Like, I've dated guys. I've got to know guys who, like, would come over to my place, bring a bottle of wine, and we actually like talk, you know, over the bottle of wine. You know, that's cool. Like, it's been I literally had like 2-3 dates, like get to know you dates, where he'll come over, bring a bottle of wine, and you know, we would literally talk. And I was just so shocked that he didn't, you know, like try anything, especially being in my house, you know.
It depends on their intentions.
That's so true. But he was so respectful. And then, like, even thinking, like, I've been on dates, but I also feel like nowadays you have to set clear boundaries with, you know, like the type of date you want to go on, you know what I mean? Because if a man says, you know, invite me to your house, you could say, like, listen, like, I'm not trying to go to your house for the first or second or third date, you know what I mean? I want to go out, and you can throw out options, you know. But like, some women, you know, are okay going over people's house for the first date, you know. Like, nowadays people are so crazy for real. But
that's a link.
But I'm not gonna lie, when my friend came over, and you know, when you know, a guy I was interested in came over, and we would drink and stuff, you know, it was cool. It was a cool time. I'm not gonna lie. Is it a date?
No, it's chilling. Like, we're chilling.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
is it a date?
It's a chill setting. Which dating is, like, to me, going out, you know, doing stuff and having fun. Right. You know, like, and then you can see if you would like, because I've been on horrible dates with people. I went out to the movies with some guy, and he seemed so cool, but in the movies he was just totally the opposite of what we were on the phone. Like, he was very just aggressive and I don't even know how to explain it, but he was very ghetto. Like, I'm just gonna say it, he was ghetto. Like, we went to see, I don't even remember, I think it was Boys in the Hood, or maybe not, but we went to see it, and, like, you know, people want to laugh and stuff in the movie theater, but in the middle of the movie he screams, "Oh God, a rat!" Like, how old are you? And this was an older male. He was like 33, and that,
a rat?
Yeah. And it wasn't. That was him just trying to joke in the middle of the movie. But, like, people paid their money to sit down and watch a movie with their significant other or their kid, and you in here making jokes. Like,
did anyone react?
They did, and it pissed me off, because he was cracking up. Like,
he is petty.
Yeah, and he found so much humor in it. And, you know, we were in good parts of the movie, and I just was so turned off. Like, that turned me off throughout the whole night. It was just
that meme of that little girl in the car seat? I've been looking at him.
Yes, that's how I was. Like, are you serious right now? And then he was older than me, so, you know, I'm probably like 20, and I'm thinking, like, oh my God, an older guy, you know, this is gonna be cool. And he was acting like a 17-year-old, and it just turned me off. Like, I stopped answering my phone after that. I didn't want no more interaction with him, because this is how you act. Like, this is what we're gonna do when we go out in public. I don't want it. There
are gonna be, you know, and I think that's another thing. Like, there are gonna be guys, like, there are all different types of people out there. I'm learning, you know, there are some people out there that are just, some men out there that are just so childish. You know, I just be looking like, how old are you again? Like, I learned that age doesn't necessarily mean maturity, because these men be grown and don't act grown, like,
at all. At all. They're very
or
childish.
Grown, living with their mom, expecting you to do everything for them.
No
like,
job.
I have no problem, you know, paying for my half or carrying my weight. I have no problem doing that. But it's what I'm not about to do is pay. Oh my gosh, like, no, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you invite someone on a date, like, sometimes people think that when you invite someone, you know, like, necessarily like you're gonna pay.
Yeah, you initiated your treat.
Exactly. So like, again, like I said, a lot of men initiate things. So when you initiate a date with me, like, I'm not gonna lie, I assume that you're paying. But listen, I never go in there unprepared to pay for my meal.
And don't try to put me on a budget.
No, don't.
My son's father, we would go out to the movies and he like, I only got $80.
Like, and then now the whole day you just cautious of what you spending. I don't like that. Right. I ain't gonna hold you. Just say, listen, like, I got the tickets, you get the concessions. Like, little stuff like that, 50-50, whatever. But like, what we not about to do, like, I can't stand that.
Do not think you about to put me on a budget. I'm sorry. You invited me out. I'm high class. I'm sorry.
One time a guy invited me out for drinks, and he like, as soon as we sit down, he like, these drinks are expensive.
But you knew that before we came.
So did you think shots or drinks were gonna be, like, I don't know, the drinks were like $13, so I was just confused because I'm like, so did you think, like, I don't know, like, what did you think this through before you invited me?
Right.
Like, so
me personally, I always look up a menu.
Right. So it just made me self-conscious throughout because I'm not an alcoholic, but you know, if I want to order a drink or two, I want to order a drink or two without wondering, like, yo, can he afford this? Or, you know,
are we washing dishes after this?
Yeah, like, are we watching the, like, listen, sis, again, I got my own, but you know, it's also like, dang, you invited me out, and then the first thing you say is these drinks are expensive.
Yeah,
like,
you're being mindful of their pocket, but you wasn't mindful when you
invited me out. You know what I mean? Oh. Exactly.
Yeah, people just don't think things through all the way, and it's like, if you really want a little cheap date, then let's take a walk in the park. Views is another good thing for dates, and they're intimate settings.
Art shows,
intimate settings. That it doesn't have to just be going out to eat and going to the movies. It's so much more to do, and people don't think beyond that, and that's the problem. Like, they're so used to routine movies, dinner. Like, no, it's so much more out in the world. Like, and now with this pandemic going on, like, it's so much more to do, and I realize
I'm learning
we're missing out on so much, and it's just,
even being in the park, like, I've been working out in the park. I said, you know, let's do this, and now we're doing this. We in the park, you know, chilling, drinking, having a little picnic. That's nice, you know, but like,
men are so biased.
Men are so biased, you know, like, so simple-minded when it comes to, like, thinking outside the box. Again, you don't have to give me a free meal, you know, but we could get to know each other without being in the house, you know, and without spending money. Like, there are ways. Be innovative.
Plenty of ways, and a nice view, a nice little walk, stroll, just conversation, laughing. You just get lost in time, and it feels good to not have to worry about, oh, can they afford this? Like,
right. Oh, yo. But another thing I've been thinking about with dating is, because I've had these times where I date and I'm not necessarily looking for something, you know, serious, but you meet a guy and he really like you and he really you could tell, like, he's dating intentionally to be with you, to, you know, create this bond. So I think it's also important as women for us to kind of, you know, like, be really blunt about what we are dating for. Like, we're dating, but we're not looking for a relationship, or we're dating to be in a relationship. We dating to be married and have kids. Like, you know, because, like, I think about the way I dated when I was early 20s. Like, I'm just like, oh, we can just hang out, we can just chill. But now, like,
whatever it leads to, whatever happens.
Exactly. But there are some times I've been on dates and I'm just like, I'm just trying to get to know people. I'm not really trying to be out here, you know, like, in a whole relationship.
See, me, like, if I'm invested in you, like, and I really think it goes somewhere, like, now I'm really invested, and, you know, that's when the crazy kind of kicks in, and it's like, if I feel like you're playing with me, that's it. Like,
I reciprocate the same energy and stop talking.
Yeah, like, I dish out. First, I might give a little more energy, you know, just to see, like, if you'll give it back. And if I feel like I'm not getting it back, then it's over. And then by the time they're giving it back, it's just like I'm dating somebody else. Not that easy.
But see, that's what I'm saying. As women, I feel like we're so loyal, or some women. I know some women that can date multiple people at
once. And
once.
not feel nothing.
Yeah, like me, I've dated a couple people, like, maybe 3 people at one time. Not in relationships, dating, literally the act of going on dates.
Getting to know each other.
Yeah, like I literally had a date on, like a coffee date on Monday, you know what I'm saying? Then a date on Friday,
right.
a little skating date on Saturday, you know what I'm saying? Like I've had those types of weeks, but it's like, exactly, but I'm also not out here leading everybody on saying, I'm trying to be with you, or I'm trying to make you, you know.
And that's men's problem. Men will do that. They will.
But men are also possessive, and I feel like they would make you think that you're the only one that they're dating when they know that they dating other people, because they don't want you dating other people while they out here.
And then you find out they're dating somebody else, and then it's just the end of what could have been great. And, like, that's the problem. That is the problem.
Or y'all get into a relationship and they still messing with the same people that they was dating, and you like, I thought, you know, now we're exclusive, you're not, you know. But I don't know, like I feel like you have to be very clear with dating nowadays. You have to say, like, listen, are we dating each other moving towards a relationship, or are we dating people and you're dating other people? Right. And like, that's what I wish I would have known, especially when I was, you know, younger, because there was
having an understanding.
Exactly, like not like early 20s, but like 18, 19, like I would be dating guys that I thought liked me and only wanted to be with me, and find out that, like, you know, literally it was one time I was in the guy that I was dating house and found hair. I just found hair, literally like hair, blonde hair of a girl that I knew that he was like talking to and dating, and that just showed me, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to be exclusive with this person, because obviously they don't want to be exclusive with me. Right.
And also, I think another problem is social media. Right. Social media. Like, if me personally, if I'm invested in you, I'm stalking your page. I want to know what's going on. Like, and if I see certain stuff I don't like, those are other factors that'll make me fall back. You know, not that I'm insecure, but make me secure in my place. And if you're not making me secure in my place, you know, letting it be known, or not even letting it be known, because dating doesn't always have to be exclusive, but just make me feel comfortable that you're not out here doing whatever you're doing and I'm just out here stupid. Yeah. Like, if you have an understanding that things would be good, like my little situation now, like I'm trying to work up an understanding, but in the same sense, I'm like, you're not about to play with me. Right, like, exactly. Because I could take it there, and I don't want to have to. Personally,
I don't want to reciprocate your energy.
Yeah,
right now.
I don't want to have to show you I'm my daddy's child.
Wait, so real quick, Marissa, what are 3 things you wish you would have known earlier? Like when you were younger, like moving into adulthood, what are 3 things you wish you had known?
I would say 1, definitely not to go in so headstrong, because not everybody's headspace is where you at. Secondly, to know me better, rather than to expect somebody to know me and they don't, and I barely know myself. That's another thing. And thirdly, I wish I known moving forward, just basically to dish out the same energy I receive, because I give way more than I feel like I received in the past. But now, you know, I'm matching energy, and either it's gonna go somewhere or it's not for me. Right. What about you?
All right, so my first one is, it's okay to date multiple people and get to know multiple people at once. Do not let anybody guilt trip you, or do not let no guy tell you, or no girl tell you you're a hoe, or you shouldn't be out here getting to know multiple people, especially when y'all not together. Listen, you can do what you want to do until you're in a relationship. Yep. Second, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. So if you find out, if you find out the guy that you're talking to or in the midst of moving into a relationship with, you know, like, is out here dating other people, talking to a lot of girls, leading them on, whatever, or they show you that they don't want to be with you, but they telling you otherwise, no, actions speak louder than words. Always. Listen to them the first time. When they show you who they are, believe them. Yes. Do not think that they will change. Do not think your love will change them. It won't.
These people are selfish.
Right? And third, my last thing, I'm trying to think. I wish I would have known. Just be true to yourself. You know, like, you have to really be in tune with yourself.
Yep.
And, you know, like, with this dating, sometimes you'll meet the right people at the wrong time, and you'll be like, this person would be so great for me, but I'm going to school in the fall, or I plan to do this, or I plan to do that, and, you know, this person is going to interfere with, you know, your plans, or, you know, like, you have to be headstrong and do what you got to do for you. You know, and if what's meant to be will happen. Always. Yep. So, anything else you want to add, Marissa?
Just a quick little girl chat at the park.
Right.
Just ladies, do you. Do you, because men are going to do them, or, you know, vice versa, whatever's your thing, you know, whoever you're into. But just know people's intentions. Like, that just has to be clear. You know, not on the first date. But down the line, when you're 4 or 5 dates in, that's when it's where you start setting, you know, like, okay, can this be something? Are we going exclusive with this? You know, depending on the time frame also. Like, but things could also happen so fast. You can, you know, spend a whole month with somebody and it's like, oh my God, I think I love them. But then, you know, as you get to know them, it's just like, oh, I don't really like you. You know, you have to learn people, but know yourself in the same sense, and don't try to dim your light for somebody else.
Exactly. Don't let other people make you be someone you're not.
Yep. Stay true to you.
Yes.
That's moral of the story.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. If you like this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know what other type of you know, girl chats you'd like to see, and yeah, I plan on being more consistent. So thanks for tuning in.
That's it. Do. Master.